So I'm going to begin with an adaptation of Uncle Lionel's poem. The reason I call it an adaptation is because I strongly believe in the changes that happen when we take something from a specific worldview, which is the language that it was created in, and we place it in another. نحن شعب لم يسكت عن الظلم يوما كما أنتم وما زلنا رغم القهر والاستبداد ما ضعفنا وما وهنا هيهات فنحن أناس كلما بعدنا اقتربنا وإن شهد العالم أننا متنا صحونا إن وطئوا أرضنا فلن يحجبوا الشمس عنا فجبال وبحار وفي ثنايا كل دار وبين ردم ودمار أثر يحكي القصة عنا قصة أجيال أضاعوها وما ضاعت ظنوا لوهلة أنهم دفنوها فإذا بها رأي العين عادت شمساً وأرضاً وسماء نسجت لوحة في علم يرفرف عالياً في بهاء هل سمعت بقصتي يا صاح إنها سرد يطول شعب وأرض وكفاح حرفوها شوهوها حاولوا أن يطمسوها بالأباطيل بالكذب البواح واستحال العالم إلى صمت وصم أذنيه فلا يسمع بكاء أو نواح ومنظمات تندد وتنادي بالحقوق وقوى الشر تهدد ثم تحصد الأرواح تترى فأي جرم وعقوق وعنهجية تحميها معاهدات ترفع شعارات للسلام ثم تكتم الأنفاس حية وللمجرم تهتف قم وسر نحو الأمام ولكن هيهات إن عهد الخنوع ولى وتساءل كل شريف ما الحقيقة؟ هل يظن المجرم أنه أمد الدهر سينصره رفيقه؟ لا أما إن للحق ضياء لا بد أن يعلو بريقه وكل روح قد أزهقت بغير جرم فكأنما أزهقت أرواحنا معها وسوف تشرق الشمس بعد الظلام بالحقيقة. My next poem is slightly personal. I didn't expect I would share something like this on stage, but I think it's important because times like these are bringing out the connections with land, especially for diaspora people. My friend once told me, she imagines death to mirror the birthing journey. Today her words rang true. Nausea crept in like a rising tide as the test revealed a second line. So did my screen. A second, a third, a fourth, 100th dead child. Laid in parallel shrouds. Unlike other times, they were clear the lines. Small, short, red, they're supposed to be white. I buried the test in the soil of my backyard next to the yellow daisies. It was very light. The breeze carried their tears into the distance where the clouds held their pain. I never thought standing in the rain could cause third-degree burns. That night there was no wall separating death and life. Was I sick from the theft of little souls or the making of life? My social feed fills with grief of diaspora mothers' guilt for their children being safe. But are they? Are our children safe? With every prenatal pill, I feed my body images of still babies, of freshly dead newborns, of the disabled, dismembered, disjoined. Look me in the eyes and tell me my unborn child is safe. Wadia in Illinois was no safer than a Gazan boy. What do we tell them? What do we tell them about the world they are born into? That they were conceived out of rage, out of refusal to be erased, that there's less of us to love, so we will make love until you see a Gazan boy, a Gazan child everywhere you turn. And we will return. We will transform every death you give us into new life. And we will return to plant olive trees, to resurrect joy from the depth of the rubble, to make sure ice cream trucks carry ice cream, not tiny corpses, to build schools for childhood, to build schools for childhood, not for makeshift shelters that get shelled anyway, to make sure that sand sits below happy feet, not above them. A part of me wants to apologize, and a part of me doesn't. There is one last poem, and the beginning is a little bit of a reality check of what is happening in Gaza, but the middle and the end is slightly more on the positive side. It is a tribute that I wrote to the martyred children in Gaza. So just a little disclaimer, if you do not understand any of the references or words in this poem, please do not resort to Western sources for answers. Objects are far more human than they are made to appear. It does have a little bit of a spiritual theme, but I want to ask all of you whether you believe in an afterlife or not. If you want to call it a prayer, you can call it a prayer, you can call it a wish, you can call it placebo if you like. It's just wanting to send some collective love to the ones who have left us and to the ones who have been left behind. This is just also going from so much that we have been hearing from Gaza. A lot of people in Gaza have been asking me to share something about their children, to share something about their dreams, to share what they liked, what their personalities was like. So we're not only talking about them in terms of numbers. On our way to Gaza, the path may seem long, the views far from scenic. We were told we will get the sunshine if we stay put in the storm, so we brace ourselves through the seemingly endless black skies and crimson red grounds, the skeletons of humans and buildings alike, the deafening strikes as loud as the silence. But we're on our way to Gaza, and we will know when we're there. I have yet to see a city of so many children, whirling about or soaring so high, freedom in its absolute. They salute Abana Ibrahim, fostered in his garden under Sarah's wing. They sing rhymes of joy and savor heavenly fruit, Lama, Ubada, and Niveen, huddled by a lake so serene. Habiba Abdul Qadir takes on her artist's dreams. There's no human rights to fight in paradise, to defend in paradise. He who used his final breath to call Kamal has found Kamal. Little Yusuf is in the company of Sayyidina Yusuf, amused by his storytelling. It'll be moments before his mother finds him again. Mujahid quit his jihad. Cancer no longer a character in his drawings. Muhammad Bilal is leading his soccer team. There's no shortage of Ghazan players in heaven. Journalist Inas Musa, along with her 3 daughters, star their own stories. There's no misery to cover in heaven. Aouni Dos reached more than 1,000 followers on earth. Eileen and Celine shine in their celestial gowns. There's no blockade on trade in heaven. Marah is lost for what to sketch as she runs in fields of green. To all the children marked unknown, to the injured and trapped in between, to the dying mother apprehending the fright of her lonely children, to the father saving lives while his own lie still, to the injured feeling the weight of time crushing their chests heavier than the rubble. There's an unprecedented city in Jannah called Gaza. Thank you.